There's a question that keeps coming in a lot of groups I'm part of. How to build discipline? How to build a life that works because you do? See, people think discipline is forced, it's punishment. Discipline isn't punishment, it's devotion to your highest purpose. Every man wants freedom, but freedom without structure is chaos, and chaos is where purpose dies. A lot of us feel motivation to do something, but motivation comes and goes. It's like wind. But discipline is the rudder that still goes on when the wind is still. Most men know what to do, they just don't know how to do it. The gap isn't knowledge, it's alignment. When discipline becomes forced, it burns out. You can force yourself to do something again and again and again. But ask yourself, how many times have you continued it over a long period of time? You have to actually enjoy it to make something a regular part of your life. Discipline is something that you enjoy. So, how can you add habits in your life that you really enjoy? James Clear from Atomic Habits said it best. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. I'll change it a little bit. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your environment. How have you created your environment that helps you? If you live in a chaotic environment where you don't have space to move, you don't have space to meditate, you don't have books to read, you don't have a space where you can sit quietly and write, you can never do these things ever in your life. The problem isn't that you are unfocused, the problem is that your environment isn't trained. So, how can you train your environment? Make sure before you go to bed, if you want to do yoga in the morning, put your yoga mat next to your bed. So the next thing you see when you wake up is not your phone, but your yoga mat. And create habit stacking. After finishing up your yoga, do breath work. Then go into meditation. Do 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever feels good to you or how much time you have. You are not weak. Your surroundings are untrained. So shape them. Create them that serves best for you. Belief builds rhythm. Rhythm builds trust. And trust builds devotion. Another thing I see around discipline is that a lot of people start discipline or think about discipline from a place of shame. I need to fix myself. I need to get better. They're shaming. I am so bad at this. They're shaming themselves again and again and again. And it might work out for a little bit. You might be able to change yourself from that place, but it won't stick. Yes, make discipline emotional. What is it costing you if you don't move your body? What is the cost of not reading a book in your life? What is the cost of not going to gym? What is the cost of deteriorating health in your life? So do make it emotional, but don't shame yourself. Come from a place of integrity. Real discipline comes from a place of feeling the pain fully, feeling that shame fully, and then acting out of it. Sit in the sting of it. Don't try to get out of it. The juice is in the sting. The juice is when you feel your feelings fully and then move. See, you can learn as much as you want to learn about discipline or building habits or creating a better life. You can watch this video, you can watch thousands more videos, but you will still feel the resistance. That's the part of it. The juice is in mastering that moment of resistance, the 3 seconds before it. You can do thousands of hours of grind, but the 3 seconds when you feel the resistance is what matters most. So here's a practice for you. When you feel resistance, take a deep breath and say to yourself loudly, I choose devotion over comfort. And then move forward, one step at a time, one action at a time, one breath at a time. And on hard days, shorten your practice. Show up for 60 seconds. Just do something. Because when you show up on hard days is when the character builds. When it's the self-trust builds. When you show up on hard days, you're telling yourself, you're giving a feedback loop to your own integrity, your own body. I show up when things are hard. And when you don't, the self-trust weakens. So it's your choice. See, discipline becomes rigid when it's all mental, and it becomes chaotic when it's all emotional. So there has to be balance where embodiment meets creation. Like you have structure, yet you have space. You allow the space within you to create new things, to feel the creativity that's bursting through you. Because the whole purpose of having a disciplined life is that you have space, the real time to create, to build things that really matter to you. You won't always nail it. The thing is, you don't have to be perfect in creating discipline or creating system or creating structure in your life. You just have to do it. And over time, it reveals itself. The practice is to do the practice itself. And when you apply this in your life, discipline becomes so much easy. It stops feeling like effort. It feels like breath. And that's it. That's where I'm at now. Where my morning practices happen every day. And now my life works for me because I do. If you feel the call to go deeper, reach out. I have all the instructions in the description below. Until next time.